3:28 a.m.
Oh boy, it's that time, that rare moment where we get to introduce a new character.
Let the magic begin!
Let the magic begin. Third animo character. I never thought I would be able to say that.
Let the magic begin!
Include the animal traveler. Second actual animal character. Now, I'm not sure how much I'm going to use her, but we'll see. Depends on how much people find out about how good she is. I'm going to be testing her out on my main account, although I have her C6 on my main account, so she's a lot stronger there. Still, I'm going to be figuring some stuff out, and if she does turn out to be really good support, you know, even at C0, then maybe, but we'll see. But it is pretty late. I kind of spent too much time exploring Fontaine in my main account. Oh, and there is a tree in Fontaine. It's actually a fountain, but it's the same sort of concept. So I am going to be looking to max that thing out, like, almost all at once, which will be fun. Although I'm not sure how much progress you can get on it with the amount of Fontaine we have so far. Because, as you probably suspect already, this little section of Fontaine that we have in 3.0 is not the entirety of the region. If you stand here and look into the distance, there's a giant like castle of like water cubes. That's definitely going to be a dungeon of some kind that we're going to get to explore. So there's more to this region. Probably this whole section here is part of Fontaine as well, and a little bit of Sumeru. I guarantee that the next few updates are going to release these areas. So just like how Sumeru first started out with just the jungle here, and then they added the desert, you know, and then they added the Hamada and all that, so there's going to be more. Although I'm not saying I'm going to wait till all that comes out to explore. Just saying that I don't expect to be able to max out the tree or the statue of the Seven right away. Oh well. I only have an hour before the server resets, actually 45 minutes, so I better quickly get these commissions done.
The next day.
Alright, so if you didn't know, there's this hideously difficult boss. It's one of the local legends. It's called Vivienne of the Lake. Nigh impossible to beat, even with like whale accounts. It gives people trouble. Like, nigh impossible to beat if you're free to play. At least that's the thought. But I figured out a way to cheese it. So if you stand right on this rock, all of its attacks arc up and hit the rock and don't actually hurt you, but it thinks it can still hurt you, so it continues shooting at you. And as you can see, the rocks don't hit you. And you can just hit it with an archer. It takes a ridiculously long amount of time, and I did waste a lot of food before actually trying to fight it before I figured this out, but yeah. Unfortunately, I did not have Fischl on, and I already got a lot of its HP down. I didn't want to start over from scratch, so I'm just chipping it with Amber. And I've gotten very close. There it is! It's dead. Screw you, Vivienne, or whatever the crap of the lake. Don't like you. But that's how, on my no-wish free-to-play account, I got Vivienne of the Lake. The achievement. There you go. I thought it wasn't going to be possible for this account, but thankfully cheese strats exist. Major update for now is I'm actually going to be using Lynette on this account because I found out something really awesome about her, and that is her ultimate. It says, or it's one of her passive here. This passive talent right here, Sophisticated Synergy, it buffs the entire party's attack based on how many characters you have of certain elements you have. So if I have 4 different elements on the party, it's a 20% buff. That's almost as good as a Bennett buff.
No, I'm not sure about that one. I don't know if that checks out.
Like, she's straight up giving a huge buff, and it stacks with a noblesse buff. So I'm running a noblesse set on her, and I put her on hyper. That actually outclasses the benefits of Dendro Resonance. And since Traveler is much stronger than Kalei, I'm taking Kalei off the team.
What do I do now? Dress up as an Haranara?
The next day.
this will have an even huger damage buff, and that'll be very helpful. I just have to level her up and level up her talents. I've got a decent artifact set on her, because I was starting to run Noblesse and Clay, so I was just able to steal that set from her. So yeah, and as for weapons, she's going to get the Iron Sting that the Traveler was using. And the Traveler is running this little sapling blade. It generates a leaf that can buff whoever picks it up, give them EM. So Official can pick up the leaf to increase her EM even further. And then I put the Amenoma Kaguchi from Inazuma onto Kaya, because as it turns out, my Kaya's attack was way too low, and he was not doing enough damage because of his low attack, and I was prioritizing crit damage over attack, which is not always a good idea. But now he's hitting 2k attack and still has 128 crit damage. And the crit rate gets boosted by Blizzard and Cryo Resonance, so that's going to go up to over 80, which is good enough. So he's actually hitting a lot harder now, which is good. And as for Bennett's sword,
I am a...
I would like to craft another Amenoma Kaguchi. I'm sorry, Amenoma Kaguchi. I'd like to craft another one of those for him, but I don't have any sword billets, unfortunately. So I either have to get one, get lucky and get one, or I'm gonna have to...
You got it! So close, so close! Stay steady now! It's the final stretch! So you got it! So steady now! It's the final stretch! Is it another Paimon?
Regardless of what weapon he has, though, I'm sure Bennett will be very helpful. I'm hoping this next... the Abyss after Bennett comes out, or I'm able to get my hands on Bennett, I think that might be the last time. Because I think I might beat it that time. I think it's possible. I'm gonna give it my best try. But, until then, I'll see you guys next time. I can't shoot at the screen, dang it. Curse you, Genshin, for not letting me shoot at the screen. I guess I'll just have to do this. Alright, berry puff. I think this is the last day. I hope. I really hope this is the last day of this. Oh, I slaughter these things in the regular, but this one, apparently I must take care of it. Alright, let's give him the fish. Yeah, very touching, whatever. Please, no. Dang it. One more day. Well, that is the last chest left in the entirety of Fontaine. I have, to show for it, 596 Hydra Sigils. It's just shy of getting the thing to level 20, the fountain. Luxurious chests give 5, I think? That means there's possibly one more common chest, but there shouldn't be. Oh, luxurious chests give 4 to 10, depending on you. So it's possible that the last 6 are in that chest. Oh, wait, no. The last ones will come from the Statue of the Seven. Right. Okay, so I will be able to get the thing to level 20. In fact, I'll get it to level 20 without even getting the last chest that I still need to get. So let's see how high we can upgrade the Statue of the Seven with all of the Hydroculi in the currently released areas of Fontaine. I'm very curious. Look at this. I have not put any of them in. I have all 85 of them. It's kind of crazy. I'm putting them all in. This is the first time I put them all in at once. Well, it's technically not all of them because we don't have all the areas yet, so I still will never have put all of them in at once, but I still want to upgrade that fountain, so I'm going to do it. Oh, also there's more sigils available in the Shrines of the Depths, actually. I didn't even think of that. So I might be able to get the thing to level 21. That actually could be possible. So level 4. Whew. Okay, we got Shrine of the Depths keys. How many of those did we get is the question. 1, 2, maybe 3? 2. Okay, we only get 2. So that's another 20 Hydra Sigils, bringing up to 621. That chest, I don't think it'll give us 9 or 10. We would have to give the max of 10 in order to give us another level. I don't think that's happening. Unless this quest has... If one of the quests has chests involved that are part of the quest, I don't think they do. Are the ones I have left, but that's certainly possible. So yeah, it looks like the maximum level for the fountain is either 20 or 21. So let's just go and upgrade it. Might as well. I'm gonna get it to level 20 right here. It might be possible to get it to 21, but
Surprise!
20 is what I was shooting for, so I'll take it for now. This is gonna be fun. I love the music in Fontaine. Like, I really do. I thought Sumeru was good. Dang. See, I haven't even touched this fountain yet. That pop-up is proof. Here we go. Offer. That's going to be a lot of rewards. Are we going to get more Shrine of the Depths keys from this? We are. So I can open all the shrines that are on the map. So yeah, I can definitely get this thing to level 21. Possibly level 22, even. It's kind of crazy to think about. Rewards are pretty much the same as the other trees in the other regions. Interestingly, we have Midlander billets again, so they must be used for the Fontaine weapons as well. I wonder if there'll be a new type of billet for Natlan and Snezhnaya then. That could be interesting. Well, Midlander, that's like halfway through their journey. So Sumeru is the 4th region, right? So that means it's like the halfway point of the journey. So that means we probably will have Midlander billets for the rest of the regions, I would think. Except maybe the last one, because technically Sumeru is not exactly the halfway point. There's 7 regions. It's an odd number. But there are 8 if you include Conria. So that means the next 3 regions will have Midlander billets, and then the last 1 or 2 might have something different. So whenever we get to Snezhnaya, there might be something new for that. I don't know. Or maybe it uses both of them. I don't. I'm just throwing out wild theories at this point. Alright, level 20 fountain. Let's go open up the Shrines of the Depths. And no, I have not gotten Bennett yet because the event is not at the point where I get him. We have to wait till all of the events things are released before I have enough to get Bennett. I believe. And I'm just going to do it all at once because I'm a madman and I do that all at once. 'Cause I don't know. It's easier to remember the games that way. You figure it out. Why do I even bother grabbing sweet flowers? Let me just show you how fast my Hybrid Bloom team kills things. It's already dead. Yeah, enemies like that are no longer an issue. I remember the first video where I was running away from the Whopper flower, and I was like, its range is so long! What?! The range on those things, what?! Can you not aggro anymore? I cannot believe they have that much range. I've never seen that before. Oh, it's good times.
An answer from this world?
Alright, there's one. I believe that's 10 sigils. That's this one. There's 4 Shrines of the Depths currently available, and I conveniently have 4 keys. So that should be... This one's gonna be... It's gonna be a bit of a hike to get to this one. It's up in the top corner. But yeah, I guess while I'm jogging to these shrines, I can talk a little bit more about the future of this account. So things might be coming to an end fairly soon here. I mean, it's gonna end later for you than it is for me because I'm always like, I'm months behind on like the timeline for these videos, but I guess that's the way it is.
3 weeks later.
I can't really produce them faster than that. But yeah, things are coming to a close fairly soon because I've heard rumors that the Raiden Shogun banner might be happening soon. I'm confused. This shrine should be right here, right? Oh no, it's down a little bit more. Oops. Yeah, the Raiden Shogun banner might be coming as early as 4.1. It's unlikely, but it's going to be within the next few patches, for sure. It's still a long ways away, mind you, but if I don't beat the Abyss by then I will consider myself having failed the challenge, but I don't see myself not beating it by then. I've already beaten floor 11. I've gotten close to beating floor 12, chamber 1, and that is the hardest chamber of the Abyss. That is the hardest. It does not get harder than that. It gets easier. Chamber 2 and Chamber 3 of floor 12 are not as difficult as Chamber 1. And it's coming from my experience with my main account as well, where I have beaten everything. Now, it could differ in difficulty based on your team, each region, but I guarantee you there's nothing freaking more difficult than Giant Rift Hounds and an Abyss Lector at the same time. Like, there's nothing more difficult than that. Especially for this account. So, yeah, no way. So, I'm going to probably beat it when I get Bennett, I'm thinking. Because my issue with the Rift Hounds was I had to use my Barbara and Hyper Bloom team on that half because I needed a healer to deal with the corrosion. Like, it's a healing check. If you don't have a healer, you just die. But Bennett is a healer, and I'm building him straight up as a Noblesse set, but straight up healing, like HP stacking on everything. He's going to be healing a lot. And the idea is, if he can heal enough, then my Pyro Cryo team can actually beat that half. I had to use my Hyper Bloom team before, which made it impossible for me to clear the second half in time because I didn't have anything to stop the invisibility of the Doritos. I forget what they're actually called. I just call them Doritos. The triangle things. So once I'm able to use the Dendro and Electro on them, that will save a ton of time, and yeah. My problem with the Abyss wasn't dying. It was running out of time. I was running out of time. I mean, I did die a lot, but, you know, eventually I was able to do it without dying, and then I would run out of time. Once I get Bennett, everything will be better. I've already pre-farmed a lot of his stuff, too. Am I only able to open 3? Oh, no, that's the 4th one. Yeah, I've already opened 3. Wow. Wow, wow. And again, I did not get Philosophies of Order. Did I even get them once from any of these shrines? It's like the only one that I'm ever going to use on this account. I did. I got them once. Oh, how generous. I crafted 3 of these, so that means 2 of them I got from the chests. Or I got 3 of them from just domain runs. That's the conclusion of the current region of Fontaine. Like, I just need the Blubber Beast chest, and then that's it. I've gotten everything. And just to show, I'm pretty sure, even without that chest, I have 100% everywhere. Yeah, I kind of played it like a mad lad. My main account is nowhere near this level of exploration in here because I don't play that one as much as this one. You know, but it's a free-to-play account. I have to scrape together everything that I can. I'm getting close to having enough wishes for my goal. You can yourself speculate on what that is. If you've seen my previous videos, I might have mentioned it before, but
Torn to oblivion!
if not, you can just speculate as to how many I actually have. Because you know I'm not going to reveal that for a little bit, because why would I? But anyway, yep. Do I recover stamina when I do that? You do. So technically, if you do the dolphin dive over and over again, you can travel faster. Oh, that was weird. I don't know. I didn't do it there. I guess I might as well show what's going on here. So, Lynette, these are the artifacts I'm running on her currently. Noblesse set, She's shy of the amount of energy recharge she needs. She's at the point where two uses of her skill just doesn't quite charge it up. I want to get this energy recharge, I think, to 180 or 190. Higher, anyway. So I've been working on farming artifacts. What I really could use is a... still want to use an EM timepiece on her because she needs EM as well. I just need a few more points of energy recharge in her subs. So I'm thinking like a better circlet or an onset timepiece that has a good amount of ER. I mean, this timepiece is good, like 22%. That's a lot. I don't know if I'm gonna beat that, but there's not a lot of ER on her circlet. So if I could get more on that, that would be solid. Yeah, Amber is holding on to Bennett's artifacts right now. So she has quite a bit of here. But the reason you might think 168 is too low for Bennett, but Bennett has ER as an ascension stat, so for him this will actually be 188. On top of that, the weapon that I have for him, or I'm working on having for him, is going to have ER as well. So he's going to have well over 220% ER. He's going to be fine. But yeah, the artifacts that I have for Bennett, we have HP, ER, Feather, Flower. This ER piece could be replaced by a HP piece. If I get an HP piece with like a little bit of ER on it, but I just can't get an HP Sans for my life. The only one I have is the one that's on Barbara, and that's on set for her, and it's cringeworthy substats for her, but I mean like substats don't really matter on a healer, honestly. So as soon as I get these last few pieces that I need, I think I'll be set. I was hoping that my next Abyss attempt would be once I have Bennett. Fortunately, I'm going on a trip in the next few days, and the Abyss rotation is going to switch during my trip, and I'm not going to be able to play very much at the time, so there's a possibility that I will have to do this Abyss run before I get Bennett. Probably lose. I'll probably just clear floor 11 and call it a day. Either way, if I'm able to do Bennett, I will record it. If I'm not able to do Bennett, I'll probably just not record it and record the next one. A lot of these came to this level naturally, just by me using them and killing things all the time.
I created another universe.
Shut up. Obviously, they didn't do so all the way from like level 80 to level 90 naturally. That would take forever. Can you just not? But I got them like 79 and like 2/3 of the way there, and then just let them go from there. I figured that would take long enough. I didn't expect them to actually get there. Honestly, I was not expecting to get a free Lynette, and I was not expecting her to be a character I would use either. So this is pretty nice. We have two very strong buffing characters. She's not as strong as a buffer as Bennett, but she is still pretty good. Especially since I have 4 different characters on the team. For 10 seconds, we get a buff. But Oz snapshots buffs. So we just got to make sure to use Lynette's burst, and then use Oz, or summon Oz within 10 seconds of that to get the buff. So that's going to be really nice. So with the rotation I have, I can easily give that buff to every single character. Traveler's Burst also snapshots buffs, so I can go Lynette Burst, and then I can go Traveler Burst, and then Oz. Or heck, I can go Barbara, apply Hydro, Lynette, absorb Hydro with the Burst, Traveler Burst, E, Official, set up Oz, and then the Traveler Burst and Official's Oz are the main sources of damage on the team, and both of those getting buffed. And then the continuous Hydro application, which makes it so I do not have to spam attacks with Barbara constantly to have Hydro on the field. Hyper Bloom is just going to be going off and off and off. And that means I can also have Fischl in the active slot in order to charge shot whenever there's Bloom cores that are not getting hit by Oz. Conversely, if I were to get Lynette's EM high enough, I could absorb Electro with her burst so that she could detonate Bloom cores. Because she actually is much better at detonating Bloom cores than Fischl is. She just doesn't have as much EM, so it's not doing as much damage. It would add some more consistency. And it says on her talent that it buffs all party members' attack. I believe that includes Lynette. I'm not sure if it includes her burst, though, since it's within 10 seconds after using her burst. So I'm not sure if her burst actually includes the buff or not. So I'll have to do some more research and testing on that. She's still a fairly new character. I mean, by the time you're watching this this video, she's not going to be new anymore. But at the time I'm making this, she's still pretty new. That's what it is. Whenever I get Bennett, I'm just going to pop him up to level 90, like, instantly. Bennett is a character that's worth leveling to 90, just because of the value that he gets off of it. I mean, you get level 80 Ascension, allows you to upgrade Fantastic Voyage several more times, which is a huge boost to his attack buff. He gets base HP and base attack, so that makes his healing and his damage buff do more, so very good character level. Even though he's not a DPS, he's a rare situation where it's very much worth to level him all the way. Well, anyway, thank you all for listening to my rant. I don't know how much of it I'm actually going to include in the video, but regardless, I will see you all when I get Bennett. Enjoy those oranges.
Surprise!